And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV at long last. It's been a couple of weeks. I missed 2 weeks of Final Fantasy XIV. Both, first because I was on vacation in Nebraska visiting my boyfriend. And the second because I got sick while I was in Nebraska visiting my boyfriend. And I've been out of commission for a week after getting back. Excuse me. You can hear that I've still got a bit of a cough. I streamed a couple of hours of Crow Country on Thursday. I was doing mostly okay for a couple of hours, and then I had to cut it short because the coughing was getting too painful. I should be better today. We'll see how long it can go. I don't expect to have to cut it short today, but we'll see. What's today's schedule? I'll bring the guys on in just a sec, and we'll discuss that. Yo!
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Well, I have a cookie.
You have a cookie?
I had to stop the conversation that we were having in chat because we were talking about heavy Endwalker spoilers. I'm like, guys, Laura's going to pop in like any second now. And you're about to name drop the final boss of Endwalker just as he walks in, and that would be awful.
Well, we pivoted away from a good minute or so before Lore dropped in.
Okay, so you guys said that there are spoilers in the seasonal event that's going on right now,
Not
correct?
this one?
No,
not
this
this
is a
one.
different one.
Oh, a different one.
Yeah.
Not the summer, not the Moonfire Faire, but the
Anniversary, which happens in a couple weeks.
Oh,
the
okay.
Rising.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, the one that started this week, we are fine and dandy to do.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're still kind of considering whether or not you should do the next one. We're going to see how if it's any good first. But
Yeah, we'll do it ourselves and judge when the time comes if it's worth it.
Yeah,
Because it's
the issue is we also don't think you'll be able to avoid the spoiler because it's the minion and people will be walking around with it.
Ah.
So it may be just worth saying sod it and do the event anyway.
Okay.
yeah, and just tell you to like shove it in a hole and ignore it.
Yeah.
Because also like it's people's minions. We would probably be able to get away with telling you it's just,
I was
use your anti-Baragon to ignore it.
How big a spoiler is it?
I mean, if we're going to make a big deal out of it, you're going to judge it. So we're just going to we'd rather just not talk about it.
Fair enough.
I will say I was talking about it to Ort and Kaya, and they're like, well, maybe when we get to the quest accept and screen, we'll just have Lore.
We'll just start talking about anything and distract Lore.
No. We said we'll have Lore blindfold himself and direct him to accept it to accept the quest finish without seeing it, and that also proceeded to follow up with he'd probably also have had a time getting lost that way as well.
Come on.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's true.
You can just let Frey come out and let her sense of direction guide you.
Oh no, she stays in the box. She does not get outside time.
The repression box, along with Mist.
Okay, well, I guess let's start with the seasonal event then.
We are heading to Limpsa.
Sweet.
I have not done it on my
Hey,
main
I got two 10,000s. Nice.
Nice.
By the way, if at any point you hear my fan or anything, just tell me and I'll change what fan's on.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have my fan off because we are having we have a cold snap this week, and for the first time in a month, it's actually like cold enough that I don't need my fan on constantly.
Nice. Aft
Right.
Castle, right?
Yep. That's where the holiday events always are.
Clicked the wrong thing and nearly ended up going to another world.
Oh, Faire is saying a friend of theirs recommended 13 Sentinels. Let me tell you about 13 Sentinels for the next 10 hours. Oh my god, go into that as spoiler-free as possible. It's a fucking mind-bending, wild experience. And that I cannot recommend highly enough. One of my favorite narrative experiences of all time. Absolutely insane. I've been told it is the kind of plot bullshit nonsense that Homestuck in Kingdom Hearts and the like, so that is my absolute jam. It is very Homestuck in the best way. Like, Homestuck complimentary is really the best way I can describe the bullshit it gets up to. Like, everything about Homestuck's presentation that was good, it does to 11.
Not 13.
What? Not 13?
Not
Yeah, I guess it does it to 13, yeah. But yeah, 13 Sentinels, it's fairly cheap. I think it's 20 or 30 bucks. It's incredibly good. Go play it. Then go watch my playthrough and tell me how impressed you are with how early I figured things out. Alright. Moyaru Moyaru. Scouring the Aft Castle for any sun-beaten souls who might have heard about this year's Moonfire Faire. Well, it's nighttime, so I don't know how sun-beaten we can be. Do my eyes deceive me, or do I spy a familiar face who looks like she could do with some proper summer recreation? That's right, the sun's rays are out in full force, and so is our beloved Moonfire Faire. These days, the event doubles as free promotion for the Adventurers Guild, you know. The brave and the bold show off their heroics, and afterwards, the fair guests flock to the guild in droves to hire them. But the real star of the show is the acclaimed Eorzean Nimble Warrior course. Oh, this again. Bringing in hundreds upon hundreds of new challengers. At any rate, we could really use more help out there, so if perchance I've piqued your interest, I suggest you ship out to Costa del Sol and speak to our chief chaperone, Herr Maga. Fair crier, huh? Feel that balmy breeze in the air, friend. Another lovely summer is upon us, and that means it's time to celebrate the Moonfire Faire. Should you have any questions... Okay. Alright, to Costa del Sol, I guess. Out here, I believe. Excuse me. The other Glaive Forge. Is that somebody who Fantasia'd into a different name? I don't recognize that name.
That's
a player.
Well, yes. They're orange on my screen, which means I have them on my friend list.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's Sanctferum's all. Okay. Right, I remember now. Lore! Now there's a sight for sore eyes. Did Moyaru Moyaru send you out here to lend a hand? This year, the event is shaping up to be a thrill for visitors and staff alike. Allow me to give you a brief outline of what we have planned. In case the screaming and splashing hadn't given it away, we've brought back the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course, with all of its explosive challenges intact. And if the summer sun gets to be too much, grant yourself a refreshing reprieve by enjoying an icy treat or playing with the polar bears.
That's a reference to, I think this was the summer event immediately before you started playing, where the storyline for the summer event was, like, because like they always have like icy treats for these summer games, right? And which means they have to go up north and collect ice from the ice caps. And there was a polar bear stowaway, and so the mount reward for the summer event was a polar bear.
Ah, fun.
It's like, and so
I'm
like
sad
I
I missed that.
Yeah, it's too bad. And so I'm sure somebody following us around will show up with the polar bear mount at some point. But yeah, it was ironically the summer reward was a polar bear.
Yeah. Also, like.
There was also a really cute cutscene in it when the polar bear shows up on the beach for the first time, and the player character just does like a triple take at it. It's like, a polar bear. Wait, what?
Also, we have ice crystals that can create ice. Like, why are they having to go to the polar caps to get ice? This is like that Simpsons episode where with the Bobo head inside an ice bag. We can't keep going on these expeditions to the north just to get these bags of ice. We're dying out there. It's like, well, if you can think of a better way to get ice, you tell me. Right? Oh yeah, fair.
Hey, you got to get that gourmet shit for the Costa del Sol festivities.
Absolutely.
Even better, this year we've added a little Far Eastern flair with these hand fans. They're called Uchiwa, and they drive away evil spirits, or so I'm told. To ensure their authenticity, we hired an expert in the art of the festival to craft us 100 crates of them. And what color could be more fitting for Moonfire than bright, blazing red? Seeing as the origins of the event can be traced back to the bombard hunts of years past, relevant name to our recent escapades, I say Uchiwa are a perfect fit for the spirit of the occasion, and judging from the sizable crowds, I'm far from the only one. The downside, of course, is that we presently find ourselves quite ill-equipped to manage a turnout of this magnitude. Personally, I'd like to bolster our security cadre if I can. As it stands, none of us would be able to leave our posts in the event of a serious emergency. Listen, that's been the problem for like the last 5 events here. Hire more security guards. So, given the fortuitous timing of your arrival, could I ask you to... Monster! Ah! Did she say monster? Damn it all, the people are starting to panic. Please, Lord, you've got to help us. I'll stay here and try to keep the crowd calm. You head north and find that woman. That's what they're doing, hiring more security guards, i.e. you.
Also, as Champ points out, they literally were trying to get like gourmet ice for the ice treats.
Fair enough.
Which I guess makes sense. It's like in D&D, it's clearly stated that like conjure food and water spells are pretty flavorless. So getting like the genuine ice for icy beverages probably doesn't actually make a difference, but you know, rich people say it makes a difference.
Oh wait. Alpha and Omega are here? Oh, I think I see them in the distance. I'll check them out in a sec. The monster was just here, I swear it. It was leering at me from behind that rock, making these off-kilter little motions, and then it ran off to the east. I thought for certain it would come over here and... Oh, I feel faint. I need to go lie down. Hey, there they are!
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Are they always at events like this?
Yeah,
but not always.
There's another like fun set of spoilery characters who show up here. They won't for us because we haven't gotten that far in MSQ, but I'll type it in chat for the spoiler people.
That's fun. I'm glad that we finished that just before we did this, so that I could see them. That's fun.
Yeah, it's just nice to remember that they are exploring the world.
Damn, I didn't stand a chance against that thing. You should have seen it. I was minding my own business out here, practicing my steps, when suddenly that thing showed up out of nowhere to challenge me to a dance-off. Then, after it utterly trounced me, it raced off again. Would that I could tell you where, or even which direction. Although, come to think of it, I believe I saw something fall from its body. Hey, there's the polar bear. That is a good mount. I want that. Holy crap. I'm sad I missed that.
It's on the Mog Station.
Yep.
Yeah, but I can't afford to spend $20 on a mount.
Yeah.
Well,
it's one of the cheaper ones since it is a per character mount.
But yeah, they don't put the like the previous event mounts up as much because they were given out for free originally. It's the unique star only ones that tend to be more expensive.
Gotcha. Well, it doesn't much matter to me anymore. I can hear summer's call, and it must be heeded. To the ocean with me! Whatever fell off the thing, you'll find it lying over there, if you think it will help your search. What do you mean over there? It was at his feet.
I know, right?
Aha! There she is! Bonafide! Glad as ever to see you again, Lore. Maga told us you might be in need of urgent assistance, so here we are. We've heard reports of a green monster running amok. Have you learned aught in the way of a clue? No, I haven't, because I haven't seen what this is. It dropped something, did it? Oh, it's a cactuar. Okay. Looks to be a needle by my reckoning. Oh, it beat him in a dance competition. It's a cactuar, of course. It's obvious we're dealing with an inebriated weaver! I haven't gotten crunk yet!
I'm picking that one.
Surely that woman would not have mistaken a drunkard for a monster. Given that it's green in color and possessed of needles, that would suggest some type of cactuar. Cactuars in Lenosia, of all places. Surely they would struggle to survive so far removed from their native habitat of Thanalan. Whoops, headphone fell off. The awkward situation where I have to wear 2 pairs of headphones at once. I am so sorry about this. Was it your pet? Madam Manager! If I'm not mistaken, was it not Master Gegaruju himself who invited you out to Costa del Sol? Yes, I travel all the way from Ul'dah at the summons of my friend Gegaruju. I read that as Utah for a moment. Naturally, I couldn't bear the thought of my dear pets missing out on the fun and festivities, so I brought them along with me. What's in your menagerie? Not for a moment did I ever think they would act out like this. You have my deepest apologies. They were perfect angels when we stopped in to see Gegaruju. He even gave them treats. But the moment I stepped away for a drink, they went mad, and poor Gegaruju couldn't rein them in. By the time I got back, they were gone. I swear to you, this has never happened before. Well, that would certainly explain how a cactuar ended up in Lenosia. Regardless, if your pets pose a danger to the fairgoers, we may have to subdue them by force. Excuse me. No, please. I've raised them since they were pups. They never hurt a fly. Cactuar pup confirmed for name for juvenile cactuar, I guess? I don't fancy the prospect myself, but what other option is there? Given that the Moonfire Faire would have no venue were it not for Master Gegaruju, I'd obviously prefer if we didn't upset a dear friend of his. Yes, termination should be a last resort. Let us first attempt to capture them. Someone here called None Your Business. I think I've seen that character name around, or maybe somebody who had a different version of that character name.
I think I've seen it as well.
A sensible plan. Should things turn violent, it would only frighten the attendees. This calls for a more subtle approach. Just the 3 of us, perhaps? Indeed, I would see this situation sorted swiftly, that we might return to the fair. If we work quickly, we may manage to find it before it escapes the bounds of Costa del Sol. Thus, I propose we split up. Lore, my friend, will you search the west side of the island? Yeah, sure. God, the graphical upgrade is so intense. Alright, one sec, guys. Rough them up.
The capybara mount. I wanted it so bad.
Capybara mount? Where? Oh my god! Where do you get that?
Dawn Trail.
Yeah, the Dawn Trail loading equivalent.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I got there's like a world boss that you have to kill twice to get it. I've done it once so far.
And it's a
I
pain
wasn't
in the
able
ass
to do it.
to get
Unfortunately, it's such annoying. The reason why I don't have it yet is because one time it spawned in, but because the servers because the zones in Dawn Trail are still pretty heavily loaded, it was only in like one instance of the zone, and the zone was too full. So when I tried to go kill the boss with the rest of my FC mates, it just wouldn't let me in the zone.
Oh,
So I was just like, hearing them say. So I was hearing them say, it's like, okay, boss is at 80%, boss is at 70%.
oh, just counting it down in your ear. That sucks.
Yeah, and I just would not let me into the instance.
Whoa.
Otherwise, I would have been able to get the capybara mount by now. So
That's a cool mount. Look at that. It's the UFO carrying this Dorito
Okay,
burrito
that one. Well, we'll get that one. We'll get that one eventually.
Hell yeah, I want that.
Yeah, the thing is that population tends to be in a close proximity, so oftentimes if you can't get through that transfer instance using that aetherite, try a different one in the same zone.
Okay.
It's because people are crowding the aetherite usually.
All right. That's a tip for if I run into that again.
That'll be a while. I'm guessing that's a Dawn Trail mount because I've never seen it before. The UFO.
No. A late Endwalker.
Ah.
It's like optional Endwalker content as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do it because, of course, we are.
Isn't it modeled after the enemy from FF8 that you can bump into like once?
I think so. It's either FF8 or FF4.
It's 8. It's the poo-poo. There's a few locations you can encounter it, and it's usually abducting a cow or a Maui statue or something, and then eventually it crashes, and you can give the alien inside of it an elixir to make it happy, and it will give you its triple triad card. Either that, or you can use Devour on it to get higher stats.
Well, that's fucked up.
Kind of a prelude to the friendly encounters in 9, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yet another thing 9 did better than 8.
Gimme Cat is so funny, by the way.
Yeah. Give me a diamond.
Give me a diamond.
Yeah.
All right. That's not a cactuar. That's the weird Final Fantasy XIV Sabatender version of cactuars. Did you find something? It appears she did. But how are we going to capture it? Well, I ain't touching it. I've never seen a cactuar look so dangerous. Is it just me, or is it radiating an aura of pure malice? I've never seen the poor thing like this either. Come to think of it, Gigaruju told me it seemed to him as though they were possessed. In that case, perhaps the aura is an evil spirit. If only we could purify it somehow. Chuck it in the salt water. What that thing needs is an exorcism. Perhaps an Uchiwa would help.
Yeah, I'm going for the exorcism.
Of course! In the Far East, they use Uchiwa to ward off evil spirits, right? Maybe our festival fans would work.
Same response.
In that case, allow me to do the honors. Evil spirit, be gone! Uchiwa Shoi! Yes! Well, that was easy. Shall we head back for drinks? Dawn breaks. Terribly sorry to interject, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. Is your cactuar much bigger? That's only one of my dear cactuars. I'm still missing the other 6. I do appreciate you finding Cacti, of course, but I'm worried about Cactilo, and Cactina, and Cactistifer, and... Cactistifer is an excellent name for a cactuar.
It is. It really is.
Wait, so when you said pets, you brought 7 cactuars to Lenosia? It is concerning, then, that we scoured every inch of the island and only found one. This island's like 10 square feet. It appears we will have to take our search to the mainland. Very well. Let us take up our Uchiwa and find these cactuars, that we might ease them of their torment. Uchiwa Shoi emote, which I'm going to have to use 6 more times.
Technically, we could just be like, oh, got my reward, fuck you, bye. But that would be enough.
Okay, Bodafuan. Oh, Bebeja. Oh, I'm glad to have Cacti back, and Hail of Mine to boot. Those fans are sure to work their magic on the rest of my dearies.
I'm looking at the emote list. The emote is listed either as Uchiwa Shoi or just Big Fan. In case you don't want to bother trying to spell that.
Okay, so are we doing the Cactuar quest?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
I take it you're ready to begin? In that case, let us review our objective. First, we must seek out these cactuars. As soon as one is located, placate it with a gust from your Uchiwa, then bring it back here. You, my friend, are in charge of searching the southwestern cliffside. Everyone's fanning me. I feel so special.
I feel like this is going to be a thing at the start of stream from now on. Unfortunately, it doesn't just continue like a dance. You have to just keep pressing the emote.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah. Fortunately, you don't have to type out the emote anymore because there's now a thing on your quest log that you can just press if you look on the side of your screen.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Whenever I need to repeat an emote in text, I just hit up on my keyboard while I'm in the text entry box.
Yeah, but wasn't.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Cactuar is snapped out of it, whatever it may have been. Are you to grab it? By the needles! Why would you grab a Cactuar? Like, why would you grab a Cactuar?
I'm just kind of sitting here thinking, given how effective this is, man, this would have been really useful for places like Hawk Manor.
Oh man, the start of the bomb chair music sounds like Chrono Trigger music, and I got really excited for a second.
mean, it's just a generic track.
Yeah, instead of fighting Lockup Ray, we could have just waved a big fan at him to get him out of Thancred.
Yeah.
That would be really funny if that's how that worked.
Another funny thing
Oh,
about
yes, the Grand Wizard of Elds, thwarted by a big fan.
Another funny thing about replaying A Realm Reborn is pinpointing the exact moment where Thancred gets possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because specifically he gets
The Geo
a
crystal.
yeah.
Yeah, because he goes off to spy at the Garleans, and he comes back with a spooky necklace that nobody comments on.
To be fair, if the player's not had it pointed out to them, they don't tend to notice either.
Oh yeah, I sure as fuck didn't notice the first time I played, but
Yeah.
it is very funny seeing it.
You've all done such a great job bringing my dearies back safe and sound. I really pray we managed to find them all. Welcome back. I don't suppose you found any cactuars? Now see, that's a cactuar. The icon for the calmed cactuar is a cactuar, but the weird curvy Saba tender thing is, ugh.
It's a holdover from 11. I believe they were also like that in 12 because 12 used a lot of 11 models as well.
Yeah. And that brings us to 7. Excellent. We're done. Now that that's over with, I think I'll grab myself a drink and find a nice vantage point. Preferably somewhere in the shade. Oh, take me with you. I've been dying for a drink. At last, the crisis is well and truly averted. Now I can return my focus to what matters most. Ensuring a spectacular time is had by all. Seeing as Air Maga still needs a status report, can I ask you to see to that? He's literally 100 feet away, my dude. Uh-oh, we've got conflicting chocobos.
The chocobo mating dance.
Oh yeah, I should summon Pixel. Welcome back, Lore. It seems you had the Cactuar crisis well in hand. You've done your part to keep the peace, and for that, I thank you. Now, what's this I hear about a malicious aura? Efficacy of the Uchiwa aside, I'd rather like to get to the bottom of this, lest we suffer the same problem next year. Excuse me. I just wanted to report that the pet cactuars are resting safely away from the main festivities. I asked another chaperone to keep an eye on them. I cannot apologize enough for the trouble I caused. Kekaruja giving her the biggest stink eye. Yes, well, I am glad to have this matter settled quietly. My lovely ladies were quite frightened. Yeah, of your facial hair. That being said, speaking as one who has seen his share of dancers, your pets have star potential, my dear Memaja. Truly? Perhaps I should have them formally trained. You're not seriously going to encourage that behavior, are you? Lest you forget, it was pure coincidence that we found a peaceable solution through the use of our Uchiwa. Were something like this to happen again, that luck may not hold. Surely you don't mean... I've learned my lesson, I swear it. As soon as we're home, I'll ensure they're trained to stay at my side at all times. That's all I ask. Incidentally, did you notice anything that might have served as the catalyst to their convorting? No, I'm afraid not. I was away at the time, you see. Gegaruju, what did you do to them? I thought it quite strange myself. One moment they were downing their wine like sailors, and the next it was as though they were possessed by some manner of wicked spirit. So it was drunk weavers then. They were drinking wine, my lord. And what a fine vintage it was! I was delighted to be in like-minded company. Oh, the great conversation we could have had, if only they could speak. Mevija, I can't believe I'm asking this, but is wine safe for cactuars? How should I know? I've only ever given them the finest spring water from the mountains of Kurthus myself. What is it with you and importing the gourmet shit?
He's rich.
Either they're rich, they're old, what do you expect?
So they were just drunk?
It seems we have our culprit.
Huh, they barely had a cupful each. And besides, it's not like I poured the stuff down their throats, did I? Alright, look, perhaps sharing a bottle wasn't the best of ideas, but how was I to know they couldn't hold their drink?
Love that animation so much.
That animation
Yeah.
was so good. Personally, I'm just glad the mystery's been put to rest. And seeing as Memeja's learned her lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident.
Oh, you should see a male Lalafell using the /Dozema on a bed. They jump into the air, get into a sideways sleeping position, and then land.
That's adorable.
Yeah, female Lalafells do like a little spinny thing before they flop over. It's cute.
One sec. I'm trying to remember a word. Well, just in case someone else gives wine to some other cactuars, I'll be sure to let the chaperone team know to reach for an uchiwa rather than a weapon. That would be much appreciated, Pabano. Or Pabuno. Now, she's like, Boss, I've worked here for years. You should know my name by now. Now let us return to the festival. The Adventurers Guild won't promote itself, you know. As for you, Lore, on behalf of the entire chaperone team, I thank you. Enjoy the remainder of the event, and don't be a stranger, all right?
Oh, a band's about to start playing.
Oh, fun.
Right. Me and Dot managed to reach the final fight in the current Savage tier.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that was a band.
Still a while
Jaden,
from
huh?
actually clearing it.
Jaden's luggage.
Alimony.
Alright, so we have a choice to make here because there are a couple of options. Besides MSQ, the other thing that everybody is anxious to see or to see Lore do is the is the Stormblood Relic quest line, because that's a whole thing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
well, I also got to do Ninja Warrior, right?
Nah.
If you want to, but...
It's the same as last year.
Oh,
It's
fair
same as
enough.
last year.
Fair enough.
But yeah, there isn't too much that we'll be doing with the unlock. Most of the stuff we do with it will be off stream.
Yeah.
You know, just to do the grind.
I do think we should get started on that today so that we can unlock that as an off-stream activity, because there's going to be a lot of that.
Okay. Sure, we'll do that then.
that
I'm being
is
told there's NPC cameos on the beach on the side where you found the Cactuar Needle, at the bar at the north of the island, and on the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course.
Oh yeah, let's look around for those.
NPC cameo at the bar.
There's an additional bar in other locations.
Ah. Ah, there it is. People are asking about the Heavensward Relic quest line.
We started that one, I believe.
Yeah, we started it.
We have done nothing to work on it because Laura's been on vacation or sick.
Yeah.
And I forgot what we're even doing for the next stage of that, actually.
Oh, it's Chloe and Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
folder
that's right.
there.
We still have to collect the. We're still on the first stage where we have to collect the crystals. So yeah, we're still on the first stage where we have to collect some. We have to do a little
Oh,
fake
it's this
grinding
guy.
on Heaven's Word.
It's this lady, right? It's the lady who can't spit it out. Oh, she's stalking her crush.
Yeah.
Again, she does this every bloody year.
Come out, come on. Listen, lady, I forget what your name is. I'm just gonna tell him if you don't come out and say hi to him.
Was it Roswin or something?
Roswin sounds right.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's the Squat
Hey.
Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Roswin Leach.
And there's somebody on Ninja. Oh, right. I can't fly over Ninja Warrior. Carvalane, that's the name of it. Carvalane? Carvalane. Carvalane.
Cavayen.
Carvalane.
Harvey, yippee!
See.
With that capybara mount boss that Minda was talking about, I've heard that pretty much the only way to really get in on it is to be there when it spawns most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I managed to get there by twice in one day by just standing at a major city etherite, so I could immediately world change the moment somebody posted it's up. I'm gonna
And
see
then
if
you
I can
can-
climb anything this year.
Yeah, then you can either do a jumping puzzle or a timing moving past bombs puzzle.
Oh,
I find the jumping a little bit easier.
Fool actually made it here.
Who did?
Fool's here. He's a
Oh, that guy!
yeah, the Makoto boy who has been trying to complete the course for years.
He actually made it up?
Yeah, he's at the checkpoint before the advanced course.
Nice! Good for him.
Last year he was actually I think last year he was technically up here, but he was hanging on for dear life.
Maybe next year he'll be at the top of the extreme course. Alright, is that all the NPC cameos for lore?
I
I think there
so.
might be one near the table at the finish line. I'm not sure. But there's definitely not anyone on the advanced course.
I see a player character by the table.
Oh, then maybe I just thought I saw something from a distance.
I'm just gonna see how high I can get in one attempt.
Yeah, when it comes to spawning things, I think people are still trying to figure out how to spawn a few of the Dawn Trail like hunt marks, which is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read through a list of what other hunt marks required to spawn them from previous expansions, I'm like, Jesus, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one like people were just searching for like 3 weeks constantly to try and work out what spawned it. Turned out it was the weather. It had to be I think it was foggy on a new moon.
Alright, so where's that last cameo so we can...
It was, that was the third cameo.
Alrighty, so let's head... If we're going to start with Stormblood stuff, we are heading to Ralgar's Reach.
We should make a party.
Sure.
Friend list. Invite to party. Invite to party. You want in the party, Teddy?
I would like to join for like the trials as they happen, but I might go do some other stuff in the time in between.
Yeah.
So.
Unfortunately, we can't do trials today because we are not that far in MSQ.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, have us in a party while we do, stuff. But if you're going to do other things, then...
Yeah, when content comes up, let me know and I'll pop in.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I'll be listening and I'll catch up once I've fallen off.
Liana needs to be invited to the link shell.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that, actually.
Do you need invite to free company?
No, link shell. It's the like, it's like the party. It's like the permanent chat that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have only Teddy and apparently IGU have Crosswell link shell management permissions apparently.
Okay.
Teddy, you're the leader. Can you help out with that?
Yeah, let me log back in. I don't even remember making the Crossworld link shell. Let me log back into Errant Retainer.
Yeah. So yeah, you need to invite St. Firm's alt, and yeah, I think that's the only
I
one.
don't think St. Ferum's alt is in the free company.
It's not a free company thing, it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
Like, alright, so Laura, come over by me.
Oh,
Over by all-
Liana's a traveler. Can't be in the free company. Okay. Alright, you said over by me. Look at the mini-map. There you are.
Yeah, I'm over by... Actually, you haven't done it. This is where all the crafting stuff is, in Rauker's Reach. And we're going to talk to Galliana.
Galliana! Galleon Beast! Oh, hell yeah! This quest involves Kryl. Hell yeah. Loreweaver, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. Very good. I've a message for you from Aunt Rowena. Well, it's more of a request, I suppose, though I don't have any details of consequence. She'd like you to assist with the exploration of a recently discovered island. Surely you'd be interested in that sort of thing, being an adventurer. If you are, then you should head to Kugane and see Kotokaze, the proprietress of the Shiokaze hostelry. It's a long way to go, I know, but the island's out that way anyway, so... back and forth across the world. Kugane, then?
Yep.
I went ahead and made Laura the master of the link shell so that handling all the invitations and junk will be easy for me.
Oh, sweet.
I'm at the tiny pegs.
Invite to Crossworld Link Shell. CWLS-1 LWU.
Okay. No, okay. I'm still good.
You still climbing that tower?
Yeah.
Oh. I see you decided to accept the invitation of the House of Splendors. Rowena will be pleased. Come, I will show you to your table.
Okay, FL. I'm on my way.
On my way.
Okay. Off to Ralga.
Hey! It's good to see a familiar face in these parts, particularly that of the woman who might well be my most valued customer. Who, Kryl?
You.
I know, I'm being facetious, Minda. We crack jokes here on this stream.
Oh.
I gather you were not expecting Kryl or myself to be attending this little tete-a-tete. As you will see, however, this is a matter which concerns us all. Is it pronounced tete-a-tete? I think it is.
I have no idea.
Does anyone else know?
Pretty sure it's tete-a-tete or tete-a-tete. Depending on accent.
It all began when a vessel of the East Aldenard Trading Company happened upon an island in the Glass Ocean. A deserted island, which was not recorded on our charts and, quite frankly, had no business being there. Tay? Oh yeah, that does make sense. Suffice it to say, we were surprised. Pleasantly so, in fact. An unclaimed, undeveloped island in such a location would be a boon to our trading concerns in this corner of the world. Kugane's bleeding us both dry with its tariffs. Depending on the goods, we're paying more than 10 times what we know in Limsa or Ul'dah, which is already too damn much, believe you me. Oh, shut up, Handcock. Well, my dear Rowena...
The anger on my character's face looking at Hancock and Rowena, that was visceral.
What my dear Rowena is trying to say... Oh, you should have seen the look on Trial's face. Is trying to say is that having an additional port of call in this region, one more amenable to free trade, would be in the best interests of a great many parties. Oh, this is the same thing as Foundation, then?
No.
No? We're not building a place?
No.
It's tete-a-tete. Okay. If the word ends with an E, you pronounce the T. Gotcha. Which is why, upon learning of this island, I immediately authorized an exploratory expedition. The team was large and well-funded. I spared no expense. Alas, only a handful returned. But what can you do? The survivors reported irregularities with the island's ether, which we believe gave rise to a number of strange and monstrous beasts. Beasts which set upon them not long after they arrived. This regrettable turn of events forced us to reevaluate our assessment of the island and put our plans on hold for a time. If development was to proceed, it would require a great deal more capital than originally anticipated. Excuse me. So he came to me and mine for a handout, and I obliged. Wait, hang on. Rowena, are you such an economic force all by yourself that you outweigh the East Aldenard Trading Company in funds?
She's a
I'm gonna have to.
terrifying woman.
I'm rapidly reevaluating my relationship with you.
Why do you think you can get such great things from her by giving her like 100 Kindle Fires or whatever?
But before you scoff, know that some of my regular customers were members of that failed expedition. What they told me was enough to justify the expense. Tales of treasure, of untold wealth and riches, and gods know what else. Aye, we'll have to wade through all them beasties, but with great risk comes great reward, as they say. Spoken like a born entrepreneur. Your ambition and ruthlessness are admirable, my lady. I dare say I could stand to learn a thing or two from you. Yes, you could, but stop sucking up. It's undignified. Yes, she thinks so too. Excuse me. In any event, having formed our partnership, we wish to dispatch a second joint expeditionary force to the island. That said, if we were to send just anyone, their fate is like to be the same as that of the first. But you're expendable! So this time, we've a mind to send a dab hand, a veteran of 1,000 battles, a tried and true killer. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah. We're sending Tataru, I get it. While I lack your aptitude for warcraft, I will be joining the expedition as a researcher. The Scions have an interest in this island. How perceptive of you. You are right. This is not the sort of affair that would normally concern us. However, after speaking with the others, they have consented to my participation on account of my personal interest. You will forgive me if I say no more at this time. If my suspicions prove true, then I will tell you everything. I promise. Okay, listen. Trial? Obviously we don't want to spill the beans to Hancock or Rowena. But we can just go in private and you can tell me what your concern is. I won't judge. You've been through some shit. Excuse me. Right then. I believe that covers everything. The company's ship that will deliver you to the island is waiting to receive you. You may proceed to the pier whenever you are ready to depart.
Okay, I'm just looking at Kryl and like, does she have like, underneath the cool jacket, does she have like the most generic blue dress humanly possible?
Huh, she kind of does. But it's all what you accentuate it with, you know?
Yeah, like it's like Cream the Rabbit, but with a good jacket.
I just realized that there's something that I want.
Hey, I'm the rabbit here, thank you.
This content.
I mean, you can buy Kryl's outfit on the store, so I bet you can just like take the jacket off and see what the pants look like all on their
No,
own.
it's all in one.
Oh, it's an all-in-one thing? Oh, never mind then.
What were you saying, Teddy?
There's actually a thing I want to give you for this content, so I'm popping back into the game.
Okay.
Oh, and so you're not surprised. You'll have company. A craftsman whose help I reckoned we ought to have. He should be at the pier already. Yeah, hooray. 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 Rowena and I still have a few things to discuss. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up to you later. Interesting. So my guess is that all the Stormblood Relic Quest stuff takes place on this new zone we're being taken to.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Correct.
Yeah. Correct. Shadowbringers has a similar thing. And they've promised that there's going to be another one of these for Dawn Trail, but it hasn't come up yet.
And we don't know if that'll have the relic tied to it or not yet. They haven't said that part yet.
Yeah. So
We don't know.
two things I want to point out before we move on. We are currently standing 10 feet away from Hildebrand, which is very tempting.
What? Where?
That guy there is.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
this.
is-
Okay,
this is-
I thought
this
you
is
were
the
saying
start.
Hildebrand himself, but no, conspicuously inconspicuous man is the Hildebrand quest.
Yeah, the Hildebrand brand.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
wait,
remember you. I'm gonna
We didn't-
remember you.
How are you going to remember him? He's inconspicuous.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yes, but conspicuously so. He's
Just
trying
like-
so hard to blend in that he stands out.
With a name like that, of course, how could that be anything other than Hildebrand?
Hildebrand's found the Fantasia font and has been chugging it every day.
Yeah. The second thing I want to point out is that since canonically at this point in the story, Tataru and Kryl are both Chili and Kugane, there's at least one, and I think multiple short stories written on the website about shenanigans that they get up to while they're both here.
Nice.
Which I think it might still be too spoilery for you at this point in the story, but they exist, so that's something to look forward to for you to read on your own time sometime in the future.
Hell yeah. Okay, so to the docks then?
Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh, we found the retainer. I think I'm gonna go with Dancer for this relic.
What's up, Teddy?
Are you giving him the gear?
I'm giving him the thing that he can exchange for the gear.
Oh, sweet. Damascene cloth. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh.
Gerald. Oh, it's this fucker too. What the hell's his name? No matter how many times you say it, I refuse to take no for an answer. I am getting on that ship, and that is the end of it.
This is not the same asshole from the Heavensward relics, if that's what you were thinking.
Oh wait, I thought that guy. No, right.
That wasn't the Lalafell.
Right.
Yeah.
That guy had huge Lalafell energy. Okay. He was a Lalafell in spirit. But honestly, you all look like Lalafells to me.
Mm-hmm.
I am literally nearly as tall as you.
And no matter how many times you say it, you whiny little shite, I ain't about to let a bloody stranger waltz up and deign to tell me which way my bread is buttered. Now piss off! Does your Eorzean stubbornness know no end? I have urgent business on that island, and I demand you take me there at once. I spin around and walk away. I can hear the shouting half a mile away. Oh, yeah, Kryl, I've got someone to introduce you to. Geralt, what is all the fuss about? These two bicker. That one guy is carrying the crate back and forth in the background. Remember that adventure? Oh, Miss Kryl. Sorry about that. It's this here bastard what's causing trouble. That's a guy? Eureka? What are you doing here? Did you really think I wouldn't find out about your letter? The nerve of you, trying to get a head start on your own. Well, sorry to spoil your plans. Now I definitely don't want this guy to come along. Okay, so here's what's happening in Loreweaver's head. She is taking 10 steps back, stretching her legs to the side, and getting ready to take a run up and punt this guy. Don't be difficult. I had every intention of requesting your assistance if and when I confirmed my hypothesis was correct. Man, that hair, wow. So, not to get into politics, but have you guys seen that, like, that Eastern European far-right guy who has that hair?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
Yeah. Forgive me. You must be completely at a loss. This gentleman on the right is... wait, you already know each other, do you not? Well, as you may have guessed, Geralt will be lending his considerable expertise to our expedition. Oh, so you guys know each other already. And on the left, we have... Eureka Sunjica of the Students of Valdezia. And you must be the so-called Warrior of Light. Charmed, I'm sure. I'm not. I'll thank you not to get underfoot. Oh, that's rich from a Lalafell. Manners, Eureka. If you intend to accompany us on this expedition... Of course I do. If you think I'm about to let a by-the-book traditionalist like you conduct an independent investigation, you've got another think coming.
What?
I should be glad to welcome the assistance of a preeminent scholar such as yourself. Glad. Definitely. Now, if you would be so kind as to stop badgering poor Geralt and board the ship, we can get underway.
I should be glad to have you around. After all, it is so much harder to smash your head open if you're not.
Loreweaver makes a Lalafell joke. A racist Lalafell joke, which just came out of my mouth a minute ago. And Kryl nods along because she's just so sick of this fucker. Eureka is one of the few surviving students of Valdezia. While his expertise in etherology is impressive by any measure, alas, so is his ego. But enough about him. We have an island to explore. If you've no matters left to attend to, speak with Rodney. He will show you aboard. Aw, that smile. That's cute.
I just can't get over the fact that Rodney looks like a Thancred.
Yep, it's the hair.
It occurs to me that no one bothered to tell you the name of the island we mean to explore. Am I correct? Ooh, is it a reference to another Final Fantasy game? It's a bit grandiose and melodramatic, but we've tentatively named it for a place from Allegan legend, a forbidden land where fearsome weapons were hidden away for safekeeping. We call it Eureka. Never mind then.
Final Fantasy III reference.
Oh, right. I think I vaguely remember a Eureka in Final Fantasy III.
Yeah, it was underneath the Crystal Tower.
Oh, right, yeah. The Forbidden Land, Eureka Animos. Parties of up to 8 players or solo. To embark on your journey to Animos, speak with Rodney at Pier Number 1 in Kugane. Please be advised that all excursions into the Forbidden Land, Eureka, are item level synced. For Animos, gear exceeding an item level of 300 will be adjusted. While exploring Animos, you have the opportunity to create Eureka gear and weapons. If you wish to do so, it would be prudent to acquire level 70 antiquated items in advance.
Oh yeah, I should make sure. I think I put those in my armory chest. All right, I need to go get those back.
1 minute.
Should you wish to know more about Eureka Animos and what it has to offer, you may speak with Rodney King for further details. Kryla is great. Yeah, Kryla is fantastic. She's fun, she's funny, she's likable. If only she were to fucking Lalafell. I'd ship Loreweaver with her, but she's a fucking Lalafell.
Mm-hmm.
Lalafell are consenting adults.
Yeah, but they're child-shaped.
Hey, Lord, do you want to see the dumbest looking axe in the world?
Oh my
What
god.
child is shaped like that?
Holy
What
shit,
poor-
Eddie.
What poor deformed child is shaped like that?
This is the dumbest looking axe in the fucking
That's wild. Is that a relic?
Yeah, that's the Eureka
That is the
warrior
relic
relic.
that we're going to. That if you were a warrior, that's the relic you would be getting from this whole adventure.
To be fair, the white mage relic that I just use for my glam is...
Yeah, it's much more subdued.
It is. It's
Oh,
less
that's
dumb.
right. Oh, that's right. I don't. That's right. Dancer. I forgot. Dancer is Shadowbringer's not Stormblood, so I can't do Dancer for this one.
I'm saying, they're not child-shaped. If a child was shaped like that, they'd be horribly misshapen. They're just short.
I guess I can do Samurai instead. Okay. So yeah, I'm going for Samurai relic this time around.
If we're popping in, sure, put me in the party so I can pop in with you guys.
Sure.
You wouldn't be able to stay in there with your level.
I know. But I'd like to be in the same instance.
Fair.
Burning Territory? Who the hell is Burning Territory?
I think that's where we're about to head.
That sounds like the most. That sounds like
Oh,
the worst
hang on.
strategy to see in Magic the Gathering.
No, Burning Territory is a character name.
In your friends list.
Yeah.
I do not know.
Mm-hmm. People be renaming themselves, which is weird to me because that's never been a thought that crossed my mind ever. That was a thing to do, but people do it. And people have been doing it a lot recently, especially. I don't get it.
One of your party members does not meet the requirements for this duty.
I think it's just because Binda isn't in the Kugane at the moment.
Ah.
Yeah.
Rather, isn't in the Kugane area.
Where did that go?
Oh, Liana wants in. I guess it's up to 8 people. Who else wants in?
Alright, okay, okay, well, I am back in the zone, so...
Till Mules wants in. Muis Kaifu.
Oh, it's because I have it equipped. Well, duh. Okay, that explains it. Okay.
I'm not saying they're like horribly misshapen children. I'm saying if a child was shaped like them, they would be horribly misshapen because it wouldn't look like a child.
That's... okay. I'm not saying they're horribly shapen. I'm saying they're shapen horribly.
Like, absolutely, Cryle is a consenting adult. Like, but it's weird.
I mean, to be fair,
See, this is another benefit of being a Lalafell main, is that I can ship myself with Kryl, no problem.
I mean,
this is in no way a problem for me.
I mean, a big problem with this kind of discussion though is the same arguments are used for people who date people with dwarfism, and for people with dwarfism dating people who don't have dwarfism.
You know, actually, that's a fair point. Huh.
Like people with dwarfism get horribly infantilized by people.
Yeah.
And
Huh. You know, actually, that's a very fair point. I
Yeah.
hadn't thought about it like that. Dwarfs, not children.
Yeah. That's the other thing. It's like also like Cyber Hero points out something else that like Kryl and in fact all Lalafells in this game just act like normal adults, which is noteworthy because that doesn't happen a lot in anime. that's kind of the whole problem with like lowly type characters in anime is that like it's like I'm 25 years old even though I look, act, and sound like a 12-year-old. It's like, oh great, this feels legit.
Yeah, if Kryl were 6 feet tall, she would act exactly the same.
Yeah. All right. So now can we head in?
we need Moose to be in the zone.
Yeah.
Should I introduce Lore to the vendor that can give him the funny piece of armor?
Well, we're not in the
That's
zone
funny
yet, but
and
yes, you absolutely should.
He's outside the zone.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nostalgic fellow right here.
He's called Nostalgic Fellow because the gear is from 11.
Ah. Oh, fun.
So you're going to want the Cloak of Casting, obviously.
Yeah, which is best in slot for this location.
Yes.
By the way, I have more of the items that you need to get that stuff if Danny or Mindo want it.
Yeah. Can I get 2 cryptic seals off of you?
Yeah, sure, same.
I've done quite a few runs of funny boss fights.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the nice things about the servers that do this kind of thing, because people get so many of them from their repeated runs. They're just happy to just give out this gear just to anyone who's got an interest in the.
Yeah, and Lore, you're going to want to equip that right away because.
Because it's useful.
Oh.
Yeah,
huh.
because it's very useful.
Why didn't it auto-equip when I told it to do recommended
Because
gear?
it's best in slot for this content, but it's not best in slot, period.
Huh.
Yeah, your gear in Eureka is scaled down to level 300, and this is level 300, but with bonus effects that kick in Eureka.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
its stats are way higher
Yeah,
than what I've got on. Why isn't it better outside of Eureka?
because it just isn't.
Does it not
be.
function
Yeah.
outside of Eureka?
Oh, it's because it covers your head. You're losing the stats from the.
Oh, sure. I can wear this hood.
That's actually a really nice look on you.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I don't like it more than the coat, but I'm a bunny cultist.
My sleeve.
Eureka is a cult. You're right.
Eureka really is a cult. Like, you don't even know how true that is.
My sleeves on this thing do not match.
No, they do not. Also, funny thing, because I have not replaced my chest piece, this genuinely is best in slot for me for my samurai set.
Yippee, Teddy helped.
Alright,
Tammy
Leanna
plays
wants some-
Eureka on this server?
Oh, yeah,
that's
I already
fun.
got one for Leanna, yeah. I already handed him over.
That's
Timmy plays
fun.
Eureka on the- Nice.
I didn't
Alright,
realize
that
Tammy
way-
played on Eureka.
Oh yeah, I've played with Timmy. I've done
Cool.
I've done the final dungeon of Eureka with Temmie.
Oh, you just caught yourself there.
I did.
All right, let's go.
I was very normal about it. Everyone's pretty normal about it. Everyone just accepts, oh yeah, Timmy's in Eureka, whatever. No one's like, oh my god, such a big fan.
Temmie loves Eureka. It's her favorite content. That's fun. Oh, this place looks rad. Yo,
Okay,
this place
so,
looks rad.
A little trivia about the music here. There is a certain part of it in this that is the main battle theme from 16, and this is like nearly a decade older. Because they were working on 16 at this time, so I guess they decided to put it in as a hidden little preview.
Wow, I have 30,000 HP now. I have been granted the power of the Echo.
Hot second.
Alright, Trial.
Have you gone to the Ether? Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Cool.
This place is rad. God, I love adventurer encampments. I knew it. I knew it. From the moment we arrived. Despite everything that has happened here, there can be no mistake. I hate to admit it, but you had the right of it. I said I would tell you everything if my suspicions proved true, and so I will. The reason I urged the Scions to approve my participation in this expedition is because this island is the Isle of Val. Crickets. The selfsame island that once served as the headquarters and home of the students of Valdesian. Oh, we found out where it went! An island that belongs on the other side
the
of the
island
world.
that disappeared in the middle of a realm reborn.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Cool! An island that belongs on the other side of the world that was obliterated by a terrible magic.
Yeah, like the whole island disappeared and Kryle was the only survivor for mysterious reasons.
I was fortunate to have been elsewhere at the time, but I know you were not so lucky. I don't suppose you have any idea how it could have ended up here in the glass ocean? Alas, my memories of the incident are muddled. All I recall is a voice, that of the star, I suspect. Faint and fleeting, but warm. And then I awoke on the shore of Old Charlian. How convenient for you and utterly unhelpful for the rest of us. That more than Galif's chosen heir could have received this blessing of light. Man, this guy... Okay, I was about to make fun of this guy for being a salt foundry, but his home got obliterated and is now here on the other side of the world, sans all his friends and family. So actually, I'm going to give it to this guy. He can be salty if he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can have a bit of slack.
Yeah, I'll cut him slack for this.
I did the entirety of Eureka, not fully realizing that Eijika Soshika was a guy. I don't know how I glossed over it the entire time.
You saw the
there's-
pronoun he and just wrote over it in your memory.
It's the hairstyle. It's like Dawn French if she had long hair. Oh god, that might be too British.
Who? I didn't hear the name.
Dawn French.
Who?
Wow. Should I be offended to share a last name with this person or not?
Oh no, she's a comedian. She's rather funny. Here's a picture of her. Like, if her hair was longer, it would very much look like Ejika's.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Today's
Cool.
just a big day for referencing real life people that no one else has heard of.
Oh, hey. I also saw the link Minda dropped. The polar bear is $9. That might be
Yeah.
worth grabbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give a
Holiday-
little bit back to this game.
Yeah, holiday exclusive events always go on sale during their holiday. So, like, there's always a sale on all the old Christmas stuff every Christmas, every holidays, Halloween stuff every Halloween.
Oh,
Etc. So,
my
yeah,
God. Automa just held Shut Up French. Shut Up French and Saunders is hilarious. And highlighted Shut Up French.
Oh yeah, I also have mod archives up.
I'm going to allow that on principle.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we're in the middle of a conversation here.
Oh God. Yeah, he absolutely should not be taking it out on Kryl, but I don't blame him for being a salt foundry at the moment. And where are you off to now, Educa? To find anyone else that might still be alive. I'll thank you not to follow. I work better alone. Takes 5 steps outside the camp and gets sideswiped by a raging bull. Cutting us loose now that you got what you wanted. Well, I don't want to be mean to him. Well, he's being mean to Kryl. Man, this outfit looks great on me.
It does.
You are kind of slaying. If
Yeah.
only it was dyeable.
What?
If only it was dyeable.
Oh, it's not dyeable? Oh.
Because like it would look so good in a blue.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make like for when you play around with your red mage, it might be a good look for it.
Fair enough.
True. Yeah. Cutting us loose now that you got what you wanted. Huh. I'll allow that I've yet to repay you for bringing me to this island. Let no one here say I am ungrateful. I heard it enough from Galef. A proposal then. Galef didn't like him either, huh?
The other option gets I suppose you're not without your uses given your proven capacity for survival and violence.
Mostly violence.
There was definitely a pause before the and violence because there is a full stop and a capital and.
A proposal then. Should I learn anything of significance, I will return here and share it with the rest of you. Does that satisfy, Kryl? He's a handful, I know. That hairdo is not available to players, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Oh my God! I wonder
I
what
actually like-
I wonder what percentage of players have that hairstyle. It can't be high.
It looks very good on Aura, so a lot of Aura girls have it.
I used to know a Makote that used it, but and his character was a guy, but his character was also called Lenore. So it took me a long time before I realized, oh, you're a guy.
Yeah.
I literally used that hairdo when I did the Sephiroth cosplay for like a minute.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you
can
remember
see-
that when I got like the long silver hair just to do the Sephiroth look. But yeah. But yeah, it looks much better on female Aura, so I see it on them all the time.
Gotcha. He's a handful, I know. You needn't worry about me. I am more than capable of defending myself. So, Kryl, I am absolutely worrying about you. After what just went down in Alamigo? Come on. So, we have a mystery on our hands. Somehow, the Isle of Val was transported from one corner of the world to this one.
I'm worried about Kryl because she appears to be on tiptoes over a crack that is big enough to swallow her.
Educa is right in that our first priority should be to confirm whether or not any of our comrades that were here are still alive. If someone is, perhaps they will be able to help us understand what happened. I appreciate your help more than you know. But before you can begin in earnest, it is important that you are properly prepared. The stories you heard about the creatures that roam these lands were not exaggerations. I would not see you struck down due to carelessness. Geralt has been working on something that will be of use to you. Why don't you go and see if it is ready? I have various measurements to take in the meantime. Come and find me if you wish to speak later.
We've got Sailor Moon over here.
Oh? Oh, so we do. Huh. Fun. Haha! Alright, before we talk to Gerald, I'm going to sore throat, so I want to take a 10-minute break. Drink a bunch of water, have a snack.
Alright.
So, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Burb.
Starting to wonder if I should bring in an alt to play through Eureka with Laura.
Yeah, I mean, could do. That is a viable option.
I'm gonna have a peek at the lodestone to see who my alts are and where they are. One of them I could bring in, but I think it's a little bit too early in the MSQ to have him pop up. Let's see.
All right, I am back.
Welcome back.
I'll just go. Well, Garrot has a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
I regret getting caught in caught in his trap before long.
Yeah, yeah, he's about to exposit all of the mechanics that we're about to get into.
Yeah.
All of them, truly. Every single one. After that one issue with data center travel that happened, the blank arrived safely in the data center message suddenly hits a lot harder.
Yeah, I had that issue where I tried to data center travel. I was told I couldn't find they couldn't find the data for where I'm trying to get to. I tried again, and on the second time, I couldn't go back either. So, like, I was like, oh, I can't log in on the server he was on, and I can't log in on the server he's trying to get to. Oh no!
You're trapped. You're literally trapped in the void.
Yeah, Dyson was trapped within the rift. Digital purgatory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same. It's similar to the purgatory where you get disconnected and you can't log in because you didn't log out.
Yeah.
Where again does the quest for Eureka start? Is it in
with
Rauger's Reach?
Oh yeah, Rauger's Reach. Over by the crafter people.
Thank you. I gotta speed through all those if I wanna be present at all.
I still can't get over the. I still can't get over the early dawn trail glitch with eating pizza for an hour.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, for Mail Out Ra, if they used the Eat Pizza remote, there was a problem with the way the way the new facial movement functions work.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, what ended up happening was their face would detach and start spinning and spinning until it turned into like a singularity.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite Dawntra glitch was the all the clips of cutscenes with Fem Hrothgar that just didn't work.
Oh, like the fist bump.
Yeah.
I found it. Checking the checking the chat in the Discord.
That's horrifying.
I know, it's amazing.
Actually, you know what it looks like? It kind of reminds me of Temmie in Undertale. Because like Temmie's face does all kinds of weird shit in that game.
It's true.
You look so satisfied, and then horrible warp, and then back to satisfied.
Tem eat pizza. Tem liked this pizza.
I'd love to skip cutscenes.
Gasp.
I know, I'm evil now. How am I supposed to
Temmie becoming a VTuber is so funny because like now we have so much more context for why she's like that in Undertale. Like, because like you we all played through Undertale back in the day. Well, I think everybody in chat did anyway. We played through Undertale in in 2016 or whenever that came out. There's Temmie, this weird little creature. There's this weird little dog creature that acts like that. And then a few years later, Temmie comes out as a VTuber, and it's like, oh!
Oh, she's just like that, huh?
Law, I just mentioned one of the errors that happened due to the facial feature upgrades. There is a GIF in the co-op group just showing what happened when a male Aura ate a pizza with the new features.
Oh, I think I've seen this. Hang on. Excuse me. All right, 5 seconds. I need to take my headset off for a sec. Upside of streaming with the camera off, I can just take off my shirt if it's hot and humid.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Gerald. Oh, we're all level 1. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole. The level cap is 30, I think, right?
Interesting.
But yeah, it's like a whole separate leveling system. In fact, something people tend to do is like you can take a level 1 job into Eureka, and it doesn't matter because Eureka has its own levels, and you will level up and gain experience. You'll gain real experience that way, and so like people level up ults this way.
Cool.
You don't get real experience in Eureka.
Do you not?
No,
No,
you're thinking
of Bosnia.
Oh, I think I paused you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got ourselves dragged into a fine mess, eh? Rowena's still wielding that tavern debt of mine like a chef's knife, taking a pawns of flesh here and there. Wait, don't tell me she got her hooks in you, too. The only hook she needed was adventure, kill monsters, find treasure. Well, it's no business of mine. We're here, and we may as well make the most of it. Much as you can make of being stuck on a god's forsaken island where the very elements are your enemy. The only living creatures want nothing more than to make you dead. Take him out drinking, man. You'll win him over. You've probably heard from the others about how the beasties here have been bathed in the twisted ether of this place and are somehow stronger for it. I know about all that, but I do know that if you walked out the gates and let one take a swing at you, you'd feel it in more ways than one. Aye, not only can they rend flesh and break bones, but they can also disrupt your very ether. So, if you're intended to go toe-to-toe with one, you'll need a way to improve your ability to endure said beastie's attacks. Rather, your ability to defend against attacks of a given elemental aspect. Goes without saying the same principle applies if you want to hit the beasties back harder, aye? Oh, huh. Is this them bringing back the elemental resistance system from 1.0?
Kind of.
Interesting. Any road, to that end, Kryle and I have been working on a solution, a magic contraption you can use to manipulate your elemental affinities and fight more effectively in Eureka. We call it a Magia board. Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure a clever lass like you will manage. But the board alone's not enough, I should say. You'll need these crystals. What were they called? Magicite, that was it. Type of crystal found here in Eureka, pure as driven snow, so I'm told. Lucky for you, I've got one to spare. brought back by a survivor of the first expedition. Go on and take it, along with the board. Reckoned you'll find more while you're out and about, so I designed it to take up to 5 in a given configuration. To affix or remove magicite, you need to avail yourself of that there magia melder. Shouldn't be too hard, but if you've got questions, direct them to the expedition engineer over yonder. Excuse me. Ow. Okay.
Alright, so coming over here for more exposition.
The fact that there's no music is so uncomfortable.
Ambient.
The ambiance. All magia ether restored. May be used to affix magicite to or remove it from your magia board. While you have finished experimenting with it, speak with Kryl to proceed. Magia board, awkward. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, okay. So you level up to level 30. Wait, hang on. 4, 8, 12, 24. You can get to level 30, but there are only 20.
There are only 5. You only get 5. You only get 5, and you assign them to specific ones. And there's a trick to it.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm counting the number of slots to unlock.
And I'm telling you that's not how it works. You get 5.
I know you can only slot in 5.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, does it unlock a whole tier of...
Your character level has nothing to do with how many elemental powers you get.
Okay. You've obtained your very own magia board. In Eureka, each creature is aspected to a certain element, giving them a distinct advantage in battle. You will need to make judicious use of both the magia board and magicite to overcome your foes. Raise your affinity to certain elements by melding magicite to your magia board, or spinning the board to change its alignment. A magia board properly configured to an enemy's ethereal tilt can enhance both offensive and defensive capabilities. Speak to the expedition engineer for further guidance. Ow! Oh, sorry. Ow.
How's that thing?
His body's already rejecting Eureka. Oh, I hope he's okay. Otherwise, my joke would be bad.
So yeah, it doesn't matter where you put this first one, because you can spin the board around, and there's only the one.
I'll put it in fire, then.
I put mine in water.
Yeah.
There's a text command that'll make it do it automatically. Just change automatically, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Alright, and Kryl's over here.
Ah, there she is.
Okay.
I was following Di. Don't give me that shit.
I was wondering while you were still on the menu.
While taking preliminary readings, something unusual came to light. The headquarters of the students of Baldesia was situated in a tower, which appears to be encased in a magical barrier. Someone or something seems to have activated our defenses. I can only hope this was the work of survivors. The very possibility is enough to make investigating the tower a priority. Well, I hope they had food for the months they've been here. The question is, how are we to get there? Barriers notwithstanding, traveling on foot would place us at the mercy of the wilderness. It would be safer to make use of the island's Ethernet. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be in the best of shape at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why, but perhaps we can find a way to put it in good working order. It's probably fucked up because it got teleported across the world and its ether got disrupted. Mm-hmm. So, I have 2 favors to ask of you. 1. Attune to every Ethernet shard you find. Any difficulties you experience may help me to get to the root of the problem, and if you can use them without issue, then all the better. 2. If you should come across a protean crystal, I want you to bring it to me. I make this request on behalf of our financiers, to be clear, which isn't to say that we shouldn't oblige them. We should. They have been quite generous. Ow, excuse me, with their support, after all. Oh, I'm gonna ban you. Goodbye.
What are you abandoning?
I am
Oh,
banning
you're
a
banning
bot.
you're banning something? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure you have heard this too many times before, but be careful. These creatures are unlike anything I have ever seen. Do not underestimate them. And remember to attune to every Ethernet shard you find, starting with that one over there if you haven't. I have. Now purchase items only available for use in the Forbidden Land, Eureka, from the Expedition Provisioner. Oh, she's locked. What is she locked behind?
Character level, I think.
And
It'll
fine.
tell you if you click on her.
I clicked on her and she just said something and it didn't tell me.
No. I think she might be locked. In that case, she's probably locked behind the 2 requests that she said. Tune to all the Aetherites and find a protein crystal.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right,
So
So first thing you're going to want to do is, after you're done talking to him, go to purchase items and buy a whole bunch of Eurekan potions, because those are going to be very helpful.
Okay. Ask about the special stock. Well, in addition to the usual assortment of sundries, the house is proud to offer a selection of items, especially for this expedition. No refunds, house policy. Okay. Eurekan potions. I'll just buy 99 of them.
Yeah.
so
And I guess I'll affix those to my hotbar?
Yeah. Just put them on your hotbar somewhere so that they're in easy reach.
yeah. So our intent for going through this content is most of it will be off stream. What we'll do is basically go off, do fight monsters, do our weekly challenge log, and do fates and the like until we reach the level cap of an area. At which point we can kind of just progress all the story at once.
Excuse me.
Would it hurt to do a little bit of the normal zone gameplay today?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see what
But
this
not
is
a-
about.
Yeah.
Alright. So
Yeah.
our first goal is to the north, if I remember correctly.
I have another goal before that. Can I get a party invite?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
hang
sure.
on.
Odds here as well.
My friend list is unavailable at this time.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on your friends list because I'm on an alt. You can just, select me on the map and invite me.
There's Odd. Where are you?
Lore.
Shan?
Lord?
Vagara?
Lore. Which one do you think is Teddy? Which of the characters in front of you right now do you think is Teddy?
I didn't think this Wayfish Vieira was Teddy.
Okay, and the other one?
That's Ott. I thought this was Ott and a stranger, okay?
You're blind!
The names of the players next to you.
You still haven't located.
Oh my god, is it Tiny Papa? I was wondering why you were running around emoting on us. I guess that makes sense.
Oh my god.
How
Look
do
at
I
my
add
little
you as a friend?
mustache and my little sunglasses.
I thought the name would have been a giveaway. It's like, I mean, I just looked over and saw a Lalafell named Tiny Papa. It's like, oh, that's Teddy. Of course it's Teddy.
Oh, that's
This is-
Clancy. Hi, Clancy.
Yeah. So yeah, they want a party invite as well.
Okay. Oh, no, Milena. Invite to party. Milena, you want in?
Milena's way too high level. We won't get any experience.
Ah, I gotcha.
I'm so little. How
Yeah.
can I be this little?
Alright, so the way this elemental thing works.
Excuse me.
Alright, if you'll come north, this will be easier with a demonstration. So we're going to come north, and you're going to see that... You're going to see a squib right outside the gate here with the little water symbol. That means you're going to want to turn your elemental gauge to... so that your one elemental is lined up with water.
Okay.
Well, that
no.
makes you defensive towards it, at least.
You would want to make it so that it's a lightning.
Oh.
So you do extra damage.
Yeah, basically, matching up with an opponent's element makes you defend better against them. Being aligned to the counterclockwise of them on the triangle makes you effective against them. Also, if you target it, it'll just have a little sword next to the good attacking element and a shield next to the one that's good to defend with.
Okay, question. The number in the middle of my Magia board just went down to 4. I restored that at the weird concentric circle thing before. Is that what the potion is for? The Eureka potion?
No.
That is the amount of times you can change it.
Yeah, no, I figured.
Yeah,
and
it'll restore over time. You'll see a slowly expanding yellow bar.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Once that fully comes around, it'll...
The potions are just potent regens.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're just a good heal because, because you need those.
And the armor you have on makes your elemental damage stronger, which just makes you stronger in Eureka.
I can get a hit in. I swear I'll get a hit in.
Okay, we're only getting 16 experience. I think Cheyenne's too high level.
Yeah.
Levels here are a lot more restrictive.
We're getting a higher percentage of bonus per kill. I guess there's a chain that goes up?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I about to say? I got a protein crystal. Sorry, Cheyenne. Oh wait, should I be out here killing stuff with you? I thought I was delivering my protein crystal.
Sure.
We do want to just check on the experience first.
And now we're getting 55 experience, much more experience. Yeah, another protein crystal. And we can safely kill... You can safely kill, like, things that are, like, 2 or 3 levels higher than you, mostly because of the gear that Teddy gave us. If we were in here in our normal gear, we could pretty much only take on the level 1 mobs.
Gotcha.
The
protein crystal.
It's actually not even that bad because we're in a big group, so we're kind of safe right now, but... If you were just doing this solo without the specialized gear, you could pretty much only take on characters at your level. Because it's the entire Eureka zone is like based on like old school FF11 mid-aughts, early 90s MMO design. So when they say, "Hey, you're level 3. You only can take on level 3 monsters," they're mostly serious about that.
Gotcha. Oh, hey, what the hell are these things? Woolly woodchucks.
Yep.
We just fought our way through them.
Now we'll fight our way back.
Well, actually, they're not since these are like the starting zone enemies, they're not aggro by default, so we can't just run past them.
Level up.
I'm already engaged in murder.
Yeah, now that we have that protein crystal, we can actually go back to Cryo.
Yeah.
I have several protein crystals.
Several protein crystals was playing
Huh.
Maybe portable
Also, it's nice that you can mount up from the start nowadays. You didn't used to be able to. You had to unlock it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember those days.
Excuse me. Man, why the hell is this illness going on this long? I should be recovered by now.
Did you get a COVID test? Might be COVID.
I did not.
Hmm.
Went beyond the walls, did you? Find any protean crystals? Yes, this should suffice for our purposes. So tell me, have you gotten used to fighting the denizens of this island? More or less, aye. Ha ha! I should have expected nothing less from the Warrior of Light. In trying to discern the reason for the Ethernet's failure, I discovered what can best be described as a disruption in the natural flow of the life stream in this region. I've yet to ascertain the cause of this disruption, but I believe you may be able to help me do so by conducting field investigations in areas which I have yet to determine. But as soon as I do, I will tell you. Right, let me hand this crystal back to you. Change of plans. You're to give it over to Gerald. He needs it to do what he does best. Excuse me. Very pointedly looking away from us. Level 70 antiquated gear and weapons may be enhanced by Gerald should you possess sufficient protean crystals.
Yeah, that was the eye level 290 gear that you got from completing your job quest. The Eurekan armor looks fucking awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Like the one you're wearing?
If you fully upgrade it, it looks amazing.
No, not the one he's wearing. That is something you can unlock.
Yeah, the stuff that they are encouraging you to find and upgrade.
It is a nightmare to unlock them, though.
Yeah, but it is worth it for the glam.
Gotcha. Setting in, are ya? Good for you. I'd like nothing more than to board the first boat back to Eorzea, but no use pining for liberation when ain't about to come. This debt of mine will keep me shackled to this place for the foreseeable future, I reckon. Any road, you got that protean crystal I've been waiting for? Good. Aye, this'll do. I'll need more than just the one, and I'll only be able to work with weapons or gear of the sort as made for practitioners of certain powerful arts. Oh, and I'll work like a dog if I have to. For your sake and mine. And then we can both bugger off this bloody rock and go somewhere every living thing ain't trying to kill us. Excuse me. Eureka gear and weapons, a new challenge awaits. You know, create and augment Eureka gear and arms. Level 70 antiquated items, improving crystals. Am I still wearing mine? Huh.
The hoarseness in your voice made it sound like you were really sad that there was another wallet grind.
Oh, do I sound that bad?
Just for a moment you did after the call, that's all.
Is the... Okay. I think I have the right gear on me.
You don't have to be wearing it at the moment to be able to, like...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I was thinking that, like, if I had it physically on me, it would, that means it was still in my armory chest and I hadn't put it away. But, what will it be? Arms or armor?
If I'm going to upgrade if I'm going to do the paladin one, I'm going to have to unlock. I'm going to have to actually hit level 70 as paladin.
Excuse me. Love to oblige you. A hoard of protean crystals won't suffice if I'm to cobble together something truly astounding. And besides, you haven't even got a suitable arm for me to work with. Maybe set your sights a little lower before shooting for the stars. Let's find acquire banner guns +2. Okay. Oh, that was the weapon. Okay. Black Mage gear. Oh, that's a lot of protean crystals required.
Yeah, so it's so if you're looking at 100 crystals for the first stage of the weapon, 400 crystals for the second stage, and
800
another
for the
and,
third.
and an 800 for the second stage, and that's just this stage.
That's
We're
the
gonna have to do this,
prerequisite
like-
to being able to upgrade it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just the first part of upgrading the weapon. That doesn't even get us a new model for the weapon yet.
Huh.
God, some of the middle models are ugly as sin.
Yeah.
Like the white mage middle model makes me want to up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really don't have to worry about the armor, just the weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this armor actually, these armor upgrades actually get abandoned partway through.
Really?
And are replaced. Yeah, they are replaced by something else.
Well, that's kind of lame.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna show
At
you.
least you can buy this stuff as many times as you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you've seen, protean crystals come pretty fast and easy.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just like do morning leveling and acquire a bunch of protean crystals. We'll need
Yeah.
1,300 protean crystals.
Correct.
So that's
And-
gonna take a while.
And the final stage, the end. If we do end up wanting to grind out armor as well, which is even more protean crystals. Well, not at this stage, but it's like more. It is collecting more guff in later zones. Because this is only the first Eureka zone. There are 3 more.
Yeah,
Eventually, the story is going to take us into a new zone.
basically the armor upgrades here, their only real purpose is to make the job gear dyeable if you wanted it dyeable.
Yeah. Which I actually do, so I might have to do that. But anyway, I posted in Discord what the max level Eureka armor looks like, so you can see why people go for that.
Okay, let me take a look. Oh, that's glowy as hell. Okay.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
The one on the right really doesn't fit.
Yeah. The aiming gear is a little odd.
I have used some pieces from the tanking one, but not that final stage. The final stage is what adds the glow. There is a stage beforehand that does not have the glow, which is what I use on some Gala pieces.
How do you make the dyeable stuff?
If you go onto one of the steps where you can check the protein crystals, scroll all the way down. It is when it changes from, like, for example, looking at the Black Mage stuff, it's when it changes from Seventh Heaven to Animus. The Animus versions are dyeable.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Alright, is there anything more we can do in Eureka right now?
I mean, we can keep doing this all stream, but as far as like plot goes, we might as well get back to MSQ.
Okay, well, about that, you've been listening to me for the last 2 hours get progressively worse, right?
Yeah.
I think if we're stopping Eureka, rather than have me go hoarsely through another couple hours of MSQ, I think we should stop here and try again next week.
Yeah.
I'm really
fair enough.
sorry, guys.
Why do you need to be sorry? Your health is more important, and we got to spend a good time with you anyway.
How dare you, Law? How dare you?
Well, thank you for understanding, guys.
Yeah.
No worries.
Oh, I hope I get over this soon! Alright, well, in that case, that is where we're going to end for today. So I will read my schedule and get off. Excuse me. Before I do, I would like to plug my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/LoreweaverStreams. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video and can be found with the ! Patreon command in Twitch chat. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income, and I make enough to pay my rent and my bills for now, but I'm really just scraping by beyond that. And I need to start earning more money. So if you could go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or anything in between, I would be grateful. I'm grateful to everybody who pledges, because you're the reason I have this strange, silly job that I love so much. If it weren't for you guys, I would still be a telemarketer, and that would be hell. So, thank you. I have also increased the number of slots for the patron tier where people can pick a game for me to play. There are now 3 more slots open. I have also increased the maximum amount of time you can get per month from 8 hours to 10. So if you want to increase your pledge, if you're listening to this, you want to increase your pledge, go for it. If you've got a game you want me to play, go for it. Please get in touch with me. I'd be grateful for everything, because I need to start earning more money, because I have to move within the next year. I have a couple options. I may wind up moving in with my boyfriend out west, but that would be a very expensive move. So, there's a lot of obstacles there. But, yeah, as for the schedule, tomorrow I'll be, well, depending on how well I am for the next week, tomorrow I'll be playing The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter for a patron. Monday will be Wolfenstein The New Order for a patron. Tuesday will be In Stars and Time for a patron. Wednesday will be The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter for that same patron. Thursday I have a doctor's appointment scheduled, but I don't know if I should go, because I don't want to spread this, but we'll see. It's an important doctor's appointment, though. It's the cat.
Not going to a doctor's appointment because you're sick sounds incorrect.
Well, yes, but if it is COVID, I shouldn't go, right?
I mean,
well,
Get a
right.
test and then decide from there.
Yeah, true. Friday will be Techno Babylon for a patron, and next Saturday we will hopefully be continuing Final Fantasy XIV. So, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.
Ciao for now.
bye.
Have fun, stay safe, and be brave enough to be kind.